What's up, everybody? We are back, and this year we are celebrating the year 1993. On the February 1993 issue, we have the return of the Kings Run DMC. In this issue, we'll go and look back at the unsigned hype, the fat tape, the record reviews, and much more. What were you thinking, E, when the Kings of Rock hit the cover for this issue?
It was cool. The look was different. You know what I mean? They all
Well,
came out with the ball heads. You know what I mean? It was
it,
like,
it was
you know,
that era, man, hardcore.
yeah. But it was funny. If you remember, it was like that Naughty by Nature,
Onyx,
Onyx, and what were the kids' names? I think they might have been either affiliated with Naughty.
the youngsters.
The youngsters. They reminded me a lot. Yo, that cover looked like how the youngsters would look like when they got older.
Right.
Yeah. But nah, it
Yeah,
was come on, it's Run DMC, man. That was a pretty dope issue.
no
What's up?
doubt.
You got the cover there, man?
Oh,
What's the cover
absolutely,
looking
man.
like?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice.
Born again,
Born again.
of
So
course.
was that around the time when they linked up with Pete Rock?
Yeah,
Right?
Pete Rock. You could see, I believe, some naughty influence as well. So I'm not sure if Tretch has some co-writing, uh, you know, lyrics that he tossed them as well. I have to go back
Right.
and look at the credits. It might have been some ghostwriting going on, but definitely influenced by that 1993 hardcore era that we were just talking about.
All right, so here we go, man. The first page up is the fat tape, best buys and the heavy rotation. Let's take a look and see what was in this issue.
Yeah, coming off of December 1992, leaking into 1993. Of course, The Chronic by Dr. Dre was in heavy rotation, as well as Cool G Rap and DJ Polo's Live and Let Live. The Far Side with their debut album, Bizarre Ride to the Far Side. Trust Press had dropped that Christmas previous, and that soundtrack was on fire, as well as Heavy D and the Boys with Blue Funk.
Yeah. What did you think about that Cool G Rap and DJ Polo one?
It was a
Live and
dope
Let Die.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of their last, I believe, out of their catalog. One of my favorites, besides the, first three, I think, were fantastic. So they continued that Cool G Rap, DJ Polo tradition, heavy on the lyricism, heavy on dope beats at the time.
Right.
I was very happy with that project.
Very dope. And then moving on, we have the heavy rotation. Positive K, the skills that paid the bills. What else was on here? Showbiz and AG, Runaway Slave. You had stuff like Grand Pooba, Real to Real. That was pretty hot. Too Short, Shorty the Pimp. Redman, What the Album? Can't, man. Compton's Most Wanted, Music to Drive By. Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Mecca and the Soul Brother. Diamond D, Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop. You had EPMD with Business Never Personal. Uh, man, this
Heavy
93 was
rotation.
pretty. Yeah. 93 was pretty dope, man.
We were pretty spoiled back then.
Very spoiled. Let's see, what do they have on the fat tape? It Was a Good Day by Ice Cube.
Gangsta B by Apache.
Apache, man, rest in peace. Check My Banks, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Lost in the System, The Lynch Mob.
Two to the Head by Cool G Rap and DJ Polo.
I'm Still Waiting, the remix by Jodeci.
Or from the Chronic, Dr. Dre, Bees Ain't Shit.
Reminisce, Mary J. Blige, the remix.
Oh, nice. Rebirth of Slick by the Jigaboo Planets.
Death Wish 2, Compton's Most Wanted.
Yes, y'all. Heavy D and the Boys.
On the Rocks, King T.
On the Rocks. Oh, man, damn, I forgot. King T, man. Yo, shout out to King T. He has some dope stuff, too, man.
Absolutely.
Past the Gap by Brand Nubian.
Dog from Around the Way, AMG.
And by Positive K, they had Shaken.
Yes.
Nice, man. Yo, I'm glad we do these, man, because I forget about a lot of these songs, man.
Absolutely got to go back and put them into your, whatever your method of listening to music is. You got to go back and put that into constant rotation. Still sounds good 30 years later.
30 years later. Everybody, let us know in the comments, man. How did you feel about some of these songs and albums that we just mentioned? The Source Magazine 1993 edition.
Up next, we have Hip Hop Quotable, the dopest rhyme of the month, and it goes to Positive K with How Would You Know?
How would you know, man? Positive K was doing his thing back then. Hip Hop Quotable, the dopest rhyme of the month. Everybody used to look forward to this. See who made this section. Hopefully it was one of the songs or artists that you were digging at the time. But yeah, this one is Positive K. And let's see if I can
give me a little snippet.
What was this? How the F would you know, right? Or for Positive K. Let's see. My pockets is knotted. Spend it because I got it. Yo, you want to flam? God damn, don't start it. Make a mistake and try to hit the master, but I duck fast, plus I swing faster. Waste no time and I don't hesitate. Get in that A like a
Preparation H.
Get in that A like a preparation H. You see, I rock the rhymes, I rock the cuts, and a mid joy not. Hold on. Wait, let me do that over. An almond joy, not a mouse, because I got big nuts. Jump out of line and get a knuckle shampoo. Goes the 9 yards plus an extra 2. See, brothers do crime and they go to jail. Saying rhymes so cheap, their name should be wholesale. That's all I'm giving, man. That's all I'm giving.
That's dope.
I hope I did it some justice. Sorry, Positive K.
Ear to the street. We got some great graffiti pieces from back in the days. Up first, we have Wrote One.
Wrote One, yep. 1991, man. Rocks a Fat Wall piece. Next is Catch One.
Yep, running the big guns in Hawaii.
Yeah. And then the next one is Surge and West One of the PNB Nation on the rise at the Hall of Fame in the Bronx. So that was that wall. There's a wall from, many, if you don't know, out in the Bronx, a lot of graphs, you know what I mean? They call it like the Hall of Fame wall.
Right.
So, yeah, shout out to the Source for always holding down the graph writers, man.
What you know about Hong Kong Phooey, though?
Hong Kong Phooey, man, that was one of my favorite.
Number one super guy.
Remember actually they got it in the piece right here. I was just gonna say the filing cabinet. He used to hit the filing cabinet all the time.
Yeah.
So, and what else do we have on here?
Oh, we have Unsigned Hype. We have Snoop from Extra Prolific. Was always in a group at the time with the guy named Mike G. They went to school with Dale and eventually became part of the Hieroglyphics crew. So shout out to Extra Pro, who ended up getting signed by Jive and releasing their debut album. Actually the next year, 94, I believe. And shout out to them on 30 years of ago that they were in the Unsigned Hype.
That's right. And if anybody's interested, you could also check out our interview with Extra Prolific. Just go on our YouTube page, search it, you'll find it, man. Very dope interview. Shout out to Extra Pro. Artist of the Year, solo artist of the year, none other than Ice-T. Straight out of LA, the OG from LA. It says here, one of hip hop's most popular and controversial artists, a super pimp MC with the gritty, reality-based rhyme repertoire. It says here, the past year, Ice was put through a blender by police and right-wing organizations who took offense to the song Cop Killer from the debut album of his hardcore rock band Body Count. Shout out to Body Count. Shout out to Ernie C. Right? You can check him out on Changing of the Hip Hop Gods on interview that we had with him. Also, shout out to Ice-T for recently receiving the star on Hollywood.
Yep.
Right? The Walk of Fame. So shout out to Ice-T, man. And let's see, it says a protracted battle in the media showed hip hop fans that Ice is an articulate spokesman for the hip hop nation. And that is likely the reason that he was voted Artist of the Year.
Dope.
Shout out to Ice-T, man, who's still doing his thing.
Yeah, let's see who else got some honors in this particular magazine.
Let's see. Let's check it out. All right.
So we have Artist of the Year group in 1993, but they're looking back at, previous years. It looks like 91, 92. So we have Cypress Hill as the Artist of the Year group. New Artist of the Year solo, we have Redman. And new artist of the year as far as group, we have Das Effects. Looks like the Hit Squad was definitely doing their thing and acknowledged in the process.
Nice. Let's see what else we have. Album of the year, Mecca and the Soul Brother by Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Single of the year was Scenario, A Tribe Called Quest, which also featured Leaders of the New School.
Yep.
And then also producer of the year was none other than Pete Rock. So, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, that was a hot year for them.
Absolutely.
And man, who can deny Scenario, A Tribe Called Quest alongside Leaders of the New School?
Right. Can't forget about that remix as well.
Yes, sir.
Up next, we have the hottest albums set for last year, reviewed in the February 1993 issue. Up first, we have Dr. Dre's The Chronic, which had only been out about 2 months prior to this review, which the Source magazine gave 4.5 mics. Not sure why not the 5, little biased, possibly, but man, that album was a banger from beginning to end. No fast forward material. You had singles such as Nothing But a G Thing, Dre Day, complete banger from beginning to end.
You have on there Heavy D and the Boys?
Blue Funk, Pete Rock had a lot of production on this as well. Ended up getting 3.5 mics. Probably worthy at the time, maybe 4, but I don't think too many people were mad at the 3.5 mics.
Right. All right, let's see. See what else they had this year. Okay. So we have Compton's Righteous. Not too familiar, or at least I don't remember offhand.
Yeah, me neither. Not too much, but they ended up getting 3 mics. Something
3 mics.
we may have to go back and check out. A lot of things pass through the cracks, so we don't mind admitting that and going back and checking those particular projects out. But at the time, it doesn't ring a bell.
No, not really. And then you also had Kool G rapping DJ Polo again, Live and Let Die, which was on Cold Chillin' production. I didn't realize Sir Jinx is credited with some production on there as well as Trackmasters.
Yes.
3.5 mics, I guess.
Yep.
Not too bad. I mean, 3.5 is not really, that's still a good.
Yeah, it was about average.
That was like an average. And then coming out of Long Island, I guess Freeport to be exact, Young Black Teenagers, Dead Ends, Kids Doing Lifetime Bids. That's the name of the album?
That was the name of the album.
Okay.
That was their last album as well. Some of the group members started leaving in the middle of that particular project. I do believe DJ Scribble, talked about that a little bit. But the album ended up getting 3 mics. And like I said, that was their last album before everybody went on to their own solo ventures.
Dope.
Also in the magazine, Ice Cube's The Predator was reviewed.
Okay.
Ended up getting actually no rating at the time.
No rating?
It says, I was looking forward to doing this album, but since Cube's people didn't agree or see fit to send me an advanced copy, I'm not going to sweat it. Unlike the people at those other magazines, I was not about to go to the office of Cube's publicity firm, listen to poor quality dub on a tape once or twice, and then write my review. This is not how we do business.
Damn. Okay. Gotta respect them for that.
Yeah, and also King T, the Trifling album, which got 3.5. One of my favorite King T albums, probably deserved a 4 in my opinion. But, King T being out on the West Coast, Source being on the East Coast, they had to snatch that half a mic somewhere. So
Right. All right, cool. Not bad for 93.
No, not bad at all.
All right, and up next we have the Sure Shots, which were basically, singles that were hot at the time. They start off with Black Moon, Who Got the Props, and I guess that was also backed with Fuck It Up, right, on Nervous Records.
Yeah. We recently had 5 Foot on to talk about those. Be on the lookout for that exclusive interview where he talks about the debut album, Who Got the Props, as well as that B-side coming soon.
That's right. Next, you also have Freestyle Fellowship, excuse me, Bullies of the Block. And on the flip
Yes.
side was Blood and that was on 4th and Broadway.
Yep.
So shout out to Freestyle Fellowship, very important crew.
Yeah, and they
The-
recently got their just due last year at the Grammys for their debut album as a re-release acknowledgement. First hip hop group to receive that. They didn't win, unfortunately, but shout out to the Grammys for acknowledging Freestyle Fellowship after some 30 years.
Dope, dope, dope. And then up next, you got Cam, Peace Treaty, Street Knowledge on Street Knowledge / East West. Cam, you kind of remember him?
Yeah, definitely. That song was really important at that time because Bloods and Crips had finally got together for the first time, and he made a song about it. You know what I mean? A guy with a major platform acknowledging the Bloods and Crips coming together. That was the start of the peace treaty.
He was affiliated with Q, right?
Absolutely.
Wasn't he like okay. Now I think he was down
He
with
got
the Nation
Yep.
of Islam.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got his first start on Boys in the Hood soundtrack with
Right. All right.
Yep.
Got you. Yeah. Damn, man. It's nice refreshing the memories here.
Absolutely.
Up next, Naughty by Nature, Hip Hop Parade. That was on Tommy Boy Records.
Probably the biggest song that year. Would you agree?
Hip hop anthem to this day.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Naughty by Nature, who just recently had a 30th anniversary for their second sophomore album. Shout out to Vinny, Tretch, and KG.
KG, yes, sir. So there you have it, right? Another dope issue by The Source, 1993. A look
February.
back. Yep, February 1993. A look back at The Source magazine. I would say one of the most important magazines at the time.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
So there you have it. Another dope issue, 1993, February, The Source magazine, one of the most important magazines of its time.
Absolutely.
Let us know in the comments if you're enjoying these. We have much more to bring you. Be on the lookout for March edition. And don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to like, share, leave us a comment. Change it to the Hip Hop Gods. It's me, Uncle Lee. That's my partner, the journalist Sincere. Peace.
See you next month.